So at this point it's almost boiling, but still not yet. And if I touch this, it's hot. So we're quite close, but still not yet in the boiling part. So this coffee maker is what we would call a vacuum coffee maker or a siphon. And it heats the water, and there's a little pipe that goes up to this chamber, or the pretty large pipe actually. And when it heats up, the water comes up, and then you mix it, and then when it's not being heated anymore down here, then it sucks the vacuum back the coffee in down to the basement here. But you'll see soon. This is actually a very convenient coffee maker if you don't have electricity, because you use the red ethanol or ethanol to heat it with a flame. And you can get, for this you can get an infrared heater that uses electricity, but those are really expensive, so I would never get for this small one. And now we start to see a little bit of bubbles starting to go up. So that's how we know that it's soon going to be emptying this lower chamber. And so at the point when there's water in this chamber and none in this, you should take around 1 minute to let it boil here, and after that remove the heat source. And while it's boiling, you mix it up so that you get like a good taste and good ratio of the oils and essence of the coffee. Now if I would have boiled this water beforehand and put it after that there, ready to boil, then it would have taken me around 3 minutes to do this whole thing. So if you want to make it fast, you should really use the boiled water. Okay, now we are starting to see some action. You should hear a little bit of noise when it starts to really boil. So now it's making, I don't know if you can hear it on the microphone of the camera, but it's making a little bit of noise and we get more bubbles. this kind of coffee maker is really good if you want to have like some kind of zen coffee, which makes you take a moment in the day and just chill and make a refreshing cup of coffee while you're waiting for it to do its job. So if you're not in a hurry, this is the way to go, I think. And the reason I actually opted this time to not boil the water is because I was thinking about minimizing the plastic parts when making coffee. Because when you have modern coffee machines, most of them are plastic or have plastic parts. And if you know the properties of plastic, you know that with heat and water and such, you can get like really small plastic particles. So that's always a possibility with plastic. So and right here I have the DJI Osmo recording also, just in case you wanted to see. So if you are wondering what the fan noise is, it's from the DJI Osmo. Sorry about that. So now you see that there's starting to be water up in this chamber, and almost soon we'll be mixing it. But we'll wait a bit till we let it cool down, because we want to get all this water from there. But at this point you can already start mixing it like this. And we do this so that we get the coffee evenly there in use. Now, the one thing to pay attention to here is that all the water doesn't go up. You're supposed to have a little bit, so this stops it from cracking this or breaking this glass down below. And now it's about, we should go around 1 minute, and then it should be ready. So I'm going to go pretty loosely because I don't have a timer, because I would usually not use a camera here, so it's a bit harder. But I think that should be about enough. So we'll take this out and put out the fire like this. With a little bit of mixing, and you see as soon as the heat went off, it's starting to come down, because now there's a vacuum that is using to pull here down it. And basically now we're done. Just wait for it to come down. And now we have a cup of coffee, or 3 cups of coffee this time. So there you have it. I would like to thank you for joining me to making coffee, and I hope you enjoyed this very long video about making coffee. So thank you, and see you in the next video. This has been TechNord.